Pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, da-da-da. Pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, da-da-da.
We are going to go ahead and get right into it. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Marquila Terrence, and for those of you who do know me, welcome back. So we are going to go ahead and get started. I will be doing a middle part bob, as you all can see. I'm going to go ahead and start off by parting my hair down the middle, and I am using a rat tail comb just to try to make my part as crisp as possible. I'm not doing a leave out or anything. I am doing a closure. So I'm just going to go ahead and just use my comb to kind of clean up my part and just go ahead and get started braiding with some braiding hair. Now, quick weaves are what you make them. So if you want to slick your hair down in a ponytail, you can. If you want to put some braids in them, you can. Whatever works for you, I would say go ahead and try it. I did go ahead and, oh, actually, is this a quick weave? No, this is a sew-in. Girl, what are you talking about, girl? This is a whole sew-in. Sorry, y'all. So I'm doing a sew-in. So if you are doing a sew-in for the first time on your hair, you can use braiding hair to kind of help seal your hair and kind of make the sew-in last a little longer. Or if you feel as though your hair is thick enough, by all means just go ahead and braid your natural hair. Either way works, so it doesn't even matter. So I'm just going to go ahead and start braiding my hair. I'm braiding my hair downward. I know some girls do like the beehive, but I feel like anytime you do a closure, it's just easy for you to just braid your hair downward. So that is what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up because it does get a little repetitive. So I'm going to go ahead and meet you guys once I'm finished braiding my hair.
Pas de soleil, da-da-da. Pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, da-da-da. Pas de soleil, da-da-da. Pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, da-da-da. Pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, da-da-da.
Okay, so now that I am done braiding my hair, I am going to just go ahead and braid all of the braids that I braided down. I'm just going to put it all in one braid. And then I am going to take my needle and thread and I'm just going to sew it up. This is super easy. I don't really think it's super hard or anything. You're literally just braiding all the braids. You can braid them like in a cornrow going to the side either way, or you can just braid them downward and just sew it up. Whichever way, it honestly works whichever way you do it. So I am actually sewing my hair under. I honestly think that is the best method for me per se. And like if you're doing this by yourself and you are doing the under method, you can feel where the needle goes versus you like sewing downward. You can actually kind of like nick yourself, and I did that a few times in the past and I was not trying to do that again. So this is the method that works best for me. So once you finish doing that, it really gets pretty easy from there. The hair that I'll be using today is the Inches of Envy hair. I love their hair. I honestly think that I actually reuse this hair. Yeah, I do think, yeah, I reuse this hair because in my last video, you guys can go see, I did a quick weave. So this is the same hair and I'm actually just cutting it. I always try to get like 2 good wear out of my hair, if not more, you know what I mean? So now that I'm finished with that, I'm just going to go ahead and cut that. And this is what the hair looks like. It's super soft. I think this was a body wave. And the closure that I'm using is a store-bought closure. I went ahead and I put an elastic band on top of it just so that it'll be easier for me to sew it down. And then I just went ahead and I placed it around my head. So if you are doing a sew-in closure, if you're like sewing your closure for the first time, I highly recommend that you do this method because it makes life so much more easier. So I'm just adjusting the band just to make sure that my closure is laying flat. Once it is, then I just go ahead and I do the under method, and I just go ahead and begin to sew the closure down. So this also gets a little repetitive. Of course, as you guys can see, I'm literally just sewing my closure down. I don't put the glue or anything on my closure until after I made sure it's already in the right place and that it's sewed down and like there's no lumps or bumps or anything, so that it can look as natural as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let you guys continue to watch this part, and I'm going to catch up with you guys once I finish sewing the closure. Alrighty, so we are done with the elastic band, and now we are going to go ahead and get started with sewing the weave. Now with the elastic band, I meant to tell you guys can certainly cut it if you want to, or if you want to make sure that you have that extra security, then you can just leave the band as is. Or if you're a real pro, you don't need the band at all. And shout out to you, girl, because I be needing that band. But now that we're finished with the elastic band, we are going to go ahead and start sewing in the weave. I am doing the same exact method that I used when I did the elastic band. I don't think that I cut my wefts. I think being that I had already used this hair, some of the hair is already cut, so I did not cut it anymore. I personally don't like to cut my hair when I do sew-ins. I like to do the folding method because, like I said, I like to reuse my hair over and over again. But if you are the type of girl that likes to measure the track and then cut it, or cut it before you put it to your head, do what's best for you. Everybody does things differently, so whatever works is whatever works for you. But I am certainly sewing this hair down. I did want to go ahead and zoom up and show you guys just a little bit better so that you guys can see how I actually sew my hair. Now, I know you guys are thinking like, this girl said that she used the under method. Yes, I do use the under method, and sometimes I do the over method when I get to about the left side of my head, because of course my hand can only do so much in the same motion, and I want to make sure that my hair is secured throughout my entire head. And then when we get to the elastic band, I always sew through the band and then through the weft so that the hair is extra secure. I do not want any slip ups, if you know what I mean. I don't know if y'all ever had any slip ups, but I had a slip up, and who wants to keep adjusting that track? No ma'am. Let's just get it right the first time. So that's what we're about to do. So I'm literally just taking the thread through the weft and also through the elastic band. And as you guys see, it lays down super flat. So I highly recommend, if you have the band, just make sure you put the needle through the elastic band and then through the weft. And I'm pretty much doing this throughout my entire head. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up, and I hope that you guys are enjoying the video, and I'm going to go ahead and catch you guys once I am finished sewing in my hair. so this is what my hair looks like. I was able to sew everything in. It's nice and thick, and I absolutely love it. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to styling the closure, right? So I always like to take my rat tail comb and part my closure, and I do like to use this edge wax from Olive Oil. I use a wax on my hair to just kind of lay my extra strands down. And another thing that I do too is I section it. I split my hair down the middle and then I section it again so that I can press out the roots of the closure. And this helps me to get that really flat, really natural illusion that I absolutely love before I even lay down any glue or anything like that. I always want to make sure the foundation is kind of preset so that way when I do go ahead and apply the hair glue, that my closure lays down super flat. Okay, so I did not pluck or anything just yet. I am going to go ahead and begin plucking after I finish pressing out the roots of the hair. Now this is very, like, this is not an option. If you guys want your hair to look natural, if you want to make sure that it lays flat, you want to make sure that you pluck. You can get the tweezers from a beauty supply store, Target, Dollar Tree, whatever. Just make sure that you have really good quality tweezers. That way you can part your hair, and that way you can get a clean and crisp part, as you guys see. Alrighty, so now that everything is laid, I am going to go ahead and cut my lace. Right now, you don't want to cut your lace straight across because then it won't really look that natural, but you kind of want to do like a small, like little zigzag sort of like motion, right? So when you do that, then you would go ahead and begin to apply the glue. So I always like to lift my closure up, and I think I use the Got2b glue gel. Right, I didn't use like any lace glue or anything like that, because sometimes that stuff be turning white and sometimes it breaks my hairline out, so I had to come up with like an alternative. So this is what I do. So now that is laid, I'm just gonna take some baby hairs out and I'm gonna use another elastic band. I'm gonna use another elastic band to just lay down my edges. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys see that. Oh, well, actually, I use my scarf, and I really don't know where that scarf is. After I did this video, I don't know where it is. Nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead and lay it down, and then I'm going to go ahead and begin cutting my hair into a bob. Okay, so I always like to start off using a spray bottle, and I always like to put water in the bottle and, of course, spray the place where I'm going to go ahead and cut my hair. This is the best method for me because I literally get the best crisp cut, blunt cut bob. And I feel like if you are a beginner and you kind of just start cutting dry hair, it can look a little choppy, versus if you just wet the hair and you cut it straight across, it will actually come out way cleaner and way better. And you don't have to go back so many times to like recut the hair or make sure that it's even, because when you wet the hair, it literally makes it super easy. Like, all of the strands are straight, right? Everything is going into the same motion, same direction, and it's just literally so easy. Like, look at that, super easy, and it just cuts. And then you don't have to worry about having all that hair like dangling on you and stuff. I really cannot stand that when I cut my hair. The wet hair kind of just slides and glides right off. So I love this method. I really think, like, if you're doing a bob for the first time, you should certainly try it out because it works for me. And then another thing too is when you're cutting like the back of your hair too, it can get a little tricky. So I always want to make sure when I'm cutting my hair into a blunt cut bob that I am doing both sides as close to the same length as possible, okay? And then when I get to the back, I always have a double mirror, right? So I have a mirror in front of me and I have a mirror behind me. So if you're in your bathroom, you can get a stand-up mirror, you can put it in front of you, and you can use your bathroom mirror that's on your wall already. You can use that behind you. Cutting your hair in the back can be a little bit more tricky. So if you are doing this and you need a little help, don't be scared to ask anyone for some help. But if you think that you got it, just make sure that you are really close to both of your mirrors. If you have to get really close to the back mirror and kind of scoot your front mirror all the way up, or even if you have to hold a mirror, whichever works best for you. So as you guys see, I kind of have like a good, crisp, clean look. So now I'm just going to take my flat irons and I'm about to just go ahead and just begin flat ironing. Well, I'm sorry, not my flat irons, my blow dryer. So I'm just going to take my blow dryer, blow my hair out, make sure I got everything nice and dry, and then I'm going to go ahead and begin flat ironing my hair.
Pas de soleil, 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 pas de
Okay, so now this is what the hair is looking like. We are just about finished. I love how natural it looks. I love how thick the hair is. I love how fresh and how clean and flowy it is. So just to go ahead and make it look a little bit more realistic, I am using a little bit of powder concealer, or powder foundation, I'm sorry, and I'm just putting it on my part. I do feel like I put a little bit too much, so you know, tread lightly when you do this part. After that, I just fix my baby hairs, and bada bing bada boom, this is the finished product. I absolutely enjoy creating this look for you guys. Please come back. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I literally cannot wait to see you guys in my next video. Please let me know down below in the comments what styles or videos you want to see next. I cannot wait to see you guys next time.